Hey Divine Souls, welcome to Cosmic Mystics. In today's Pick a Card, we are going to see 7 messages from the Divine that you would not want to miss right now. These messages you can it is totally up to your own inner calling. It can be different as this is a pick a card reading. It is a general reading. It can be different for different scenarios, as in it can resonate for coming 7 hours, 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years for some. Alright, so just take as it resonates to you. I'll just give you the piles so that you can select. This is pile number 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. All the timestamps will be mentioned below in the pinned comments and the description. This is pile number 1. You can look at the door or the crystal or the pile, whatever attracts you, that would be your message. This is a timeless reading, of course, so whenever you come across it, that's your day to listen to the messages. Right? So I'll repeat, this is pile number 1, 2 and 3. You can make your selections. If you need to pause the video, go ahead and pause it. Hi, pile number 1. For all those who have chosen this crystal or the first pile, on the overview, when I'm looking at your pile, I believe that there has been some decision that you might be a bit confused about, and that is your heart's calling. Probably you want to do something, but you're not sure whether you're going to be successful. Here Divine is here to let you know that yes, just step forward, do persevere a bit, do not give up when when it's like you're almost there. Do not give up right before the miracle. Okay, you are getting a lot of assistance. This is what I'm getting here. Probably you have been confused about, because you've been putting so much of effort in something, or maybe just the intentions. It's like both ways. For some of you it is intentions, you putting your thoughts. For some of you, I'm getting this, that maybe you want to really, some of you strongly, I'm seeing that you want to make music, you want to sing, or you want to take it as a profession. You want to go ahead with your talent. You might be talented and you're just thinking about it. You just need to, just persevere a bit, because here when I see this card, 6 of Wands is actually showing me, I'm getting this, for some of you, there's a lot of success ahead. Do not give up at this moment. Do not try, do not be doubtful about your choices, because whatever is your choice, for some of you, I'm seeing that maybe you just are working upon harmonizing things, like, they should flow, they should be in a smooth flow. Maybe you just working upon your, I don't know why I'm getting this, I'm getting connected to this card all the time when I'm like, what I feel is that probably there is something that is there on your mind. There is some idea that you're working upon, you really want to work upon. Probably you just are in that dilemma that whether you should continue with it or you should not, because you have not seen that success until now. You might have probably seen, for some of you I'm seeing that you might have probably seen some success, or you are going to see the success for sure. This is the Divine telling you, out of the 7 messages that we were talking about, yes, success is ahead. You might be in a dilemma of giving up on some talent of yours, or some some inner calling of yours, something that is very near to your heart, something that you really want to Some of you, I'm seeing that maybe you want to be in a spokesperson. For some of you I'm getting, that you might be a motivational speaker. Some of you I'm getting that you might be a person, a counselor. You might be just working upon these areas probably, and you are into that dilemma that whether you should continue with this or not. I'm seeing that you are highly intuitional, and probably you would see some sign in coming for 4 days to, I am seeing like maybe probably 4 weeks, in a month or so. In a month or until 4 months, you should see some positive movement in terms of your heart's desire, whatever. There is something like, I'm seeing that you are highly talented. Yeah. And just understand that divine is there for you, angels are there for you, the higher beings are there for you in this mission of yours. And do not give. Just take that stand. Just take that leadership role that you are meant to take. Just take that stand for your own wishes, your own choices, your own probably talents, or whatever direction you're thinking on, because you just need to take a stand for yourself. Take that leadership role. Some of you, I'm seeing probably you are entering into some of you are becoming the leader of your own zone. This is probably that is giving you that dilemma that whether this is going to work for you or not. I am getting that most of you might be just singers, music makers, or inspirational speakers, some spiritual counselors, or probably some counselors in general, people who can just motivate people by others, people who can just motivate others in their hardships. You are a person who might be giving good advices. You are wise. You are very truthful. I'm getting that you're very blunt. You're very blunt in coming up with your truth. You're very blunt. Possibly you can just be a bit easy with your truth, because you are very blunt in delivering your truth. Yes, it is a truth, of course, but then just you can give it with a bit of 1 cube of sugar maybe. Okay, I'm seeing that possibly some of you are planning to move because of your talent or aspirations that you have on your mind. Then you might take that trip. It might be a trip, it might be a movement in career, it might be a movement in your skill, it might be any of that movement that you're looking for. Like you might be looking for a change. Maybe you just want to pursue some talent of yours, and maybe you just need to move out of your place in order to pursue it, in order to make it the purpose of your life, which is what is showing up here. Right, so yeah, your 7 messages would be that success is ahead. Whatever is on your mind, do not give up. That is the right direction to move into, and you just have to understand. Second message would be, you have to understand that your angels, your higher beings are there. They are supporting you in your goal, in your dreams, in your aspirations, whatever direction you're taking. The angels are there with you, divine beings are there with you. You should take that leadership role seriously. If you want to start off your own business, you want to start off a venture I'm seeing that maybe not in the conventional way you really want to, but become the owner of your own your own workplace the way that you want it to be. I'm seeing that you might be a creative person. Yes, a creative person can be both ways, can be very artistic, or it can be very the entrepreneur's skills that I'm talking about. Like, you can be very creative being a manager, you can be very creative being a CEO of a company. So whatever it is that you really are looking forward to, you need to understand that yes, success is ahead. Just take charge, just take that leadership role, just understand that your choices are yours. You have to stand by them, whether whatever comes up. Like, if there are failures, you cannot say that no, this is not my choice and I did not choose for it. If this is your choice, you just need to persevere a bit, right? Just be there, stay there. Things are just going to change very soon. Whatever the dilemma is there on your mind, it's just you're going to come out of it. I'm seeing that peace will be delivered. You might be very, because of the dilemma, maybe you might be very anxious, or might be leaving, you're too much into your mind at the moment. I'm seeing that peace will be delivered. So that would be your third message. Fourth message, of course, to persevere with the situation, whatever it is. You are just there. Just take that move, whatever you need to move, take that move forward positively. And you really need to, probably some of you, I'm getting that you need to communicate to your loved ones, you need to communicate to your near ones, you need to communicate probably to your office people, or if you really want to you're looking for a change, maybe you need to communicate to somebody, you need to tell them the truth. Go ahead and do that, but in a very, not in that blunt manner. Yeah, if you were thinking about some music, some music project that you want to work upon, or you are working upon, you're thinking upon, maybe it's a talent. It's like probably some of you make music, some of you sing music, some of you are maybe music producers, some of you, I'm seeing that you want to work upon your talent, and that talent can just, you just want that, whatever harmony you're looking for, or you're looking for your music venture to be launched. The message would be this would be your seventh message, I believe, sixth message, right? You can just look forward to it. As I said, I am not going to predict you the time, but then, yeah. Otherwise, it is 7 messages. So as I said in the beginning of this video, it can be 7 days for some of you, 7 months for some of you, it can be 7 hours, it can be 7 years, right? It is very relative. But then in this case particularly, I am seeing that your intuition is actually guiding you towards the right path that you really want to take. You are just confused whether you should take it or not. Maybe you are not that confused now, but you are in that dilemma that whether it will be successful or not. Yes, the cards are here to tell you, the divine is guiding you. This is the message probably which is coming. This is the first message, so it is a very powerful message coming forward, that just take that leadership role that you're provided. Probably I'm seeing that maybe you are just going to be in limelight. For some of you, you might just want to come into limelight, you might just want to own that stage, and then yeah, you can. So that is the message. And the 7th message again, it would be, yeah, see, okay, let me just try to focus on this. Stand tall and proud, see the leadership role unfolding ahead of you, right? So you're just ready to do anything in that leadership profile of yours. And yes, in thanks of my spirit, safe and sound, all things that are lost so can be found. Whatever you might have, just you are in that dilemma that probably you will be able to continue with this or not. Spirit is there to guide you. I am seeing that yes, you are meant to get successful. Right, so this is what I have for you today. And if you like the content that we post here, do not forget to subscribe and please press the bell icon so that you do not miss any update that we put. Alright then, I'll see you in my next reading. Bye. Hey pile number 2, welcome to your reading. Right, on the first overview that I'm seeing here in this particular pile, there are things that you need to release. There have been some past issues. There have been some, probably some fears or some things that you need to release. You need to forgive people. You need to release. You need to just come up. You need to release your past. Right? It's like just release any fears about the physical material world to God and the higher beings. And you just need to balance your thoughts between the material and spiritual. This is this is a very strong message that I'm getting here with this card here. This is the Temperance, and here when I'm getting this is a very strong message in this particular pile. I'm seeing that there's a lot that you have on your that's just weighing you somehow. It's heavy, it's adding weight to your heart. This is what I'm getting here. You need to release. You need to release your past. You need to just, probably there have been things that you've just piled on. It's like hurt. It's like some people saying something. They might not be believing you. You yourself are not believing yourself. You've just piled on to things that are negative, and you just need to brush them off. Okay, just need to release, because I see spark here, a new fresh air coming up for you. This is like a clear signal of that new sunrise, the new fresh air. Just first of all, you need to understand that you have to accept you yourself. Whatever has been there in your past, do not let it come into your plans. Whatever plans you have on your mind, whatever thoughts you have about your life going forward, you just need to stay focused. Just hold the course, stay focused. This is a very strong message here, and the other one, as I said, the first message that I'm getting here is just you need to balance the spiritual and material planes in life. You just have to release. You just need to release. You need to release your past. You need to release hurt. You need to release things that do not serve you anymore. You need to just release those thought patterns. You need to release those people. For some of you, you need to release those ideas that have not served you. They have just outgrown. You might have just outgrown certain ideas. You might have outgrown certain relationships. You might have just outgrown certain place wherever you are, your workplace, or your for some of you it can be your family. For few of you, you need to just whatever you might have just overgrown, just release that. Just release it. Right? You need to forgive people. Just forgive them and move forward. It's like not getting away from people. If it is a family person, if it is a family member of yours, if you have outgrown certain issues, you've outgrown certain relationships, just try to forgive people at heart. It's like soul to soul talk. You can just ask for forgiveness, and you can just give forgiveness without unconditionally, because you might be just moving ahead, and all these things, all this clutter is just taking away your power. It's just taking away your power. You have it in you. You just need to believe in yourself, because if you're looking for some answer that might be yes or no, Spirit is here to let you know that the answer for whatever the question you have on your mind is yes. Right? So this is very prominent message here. So if there is something that you were actually confused about when you entered this video, you really wanted a yes or no answer specifically, then this is a yes, whatever you were thinking about. For others, I'm seeing that there is a change coming up, and this would be a very it would be fresh, fresh breath of air for you. It would be a new environment for you. It will be something wherein you can grow again. As I said, that you've outgrown something, you've outgrown some place. Probably you are surrounded by people who are not who do not appreciate you, because you do not appreciate yourself. This is what I'm getting here, like, you need to first appreciate yourself, and whatever the situation is in the past, you need to release it. You are a bright person otherwise, and you have many bright plans ahead. Some of you, I'm seeing that you might be planning to move to some other place, maybe. Whatever it is, just acquire your power. You need to acquire your power. You can just handle it. It's just that you do not have that confidence at the moment, probably, but you'll attain it. Yeah, and then again, I'm seeing this very you might be, some of you, I'm seeing this very prominently here. This is Queen of Swords. Okay, I don't know, but there might be some fire signs coming up here. But here, otherwise, this is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, because this is again air sign showing up here. Otherwise, this would be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of you. Alright then, this is what I'm seeing here. This is your message card, that again, it is just asking you to attain your power, come back to power, take that power, take that charge, bring that balance in your life. There is a message coming up in your life very soon that might just give you that breeze of fresh air, probably, because here again I'm seeing something unfolding for you which is going to bring that fresh air for you. You need to release your past. Just understand that there are things that you need to release. You need to release your thought patterns. You need to release your fears. You need to release some things that some people might have said to you, and you are just taking it too heavily on your heart somehow. You need to balance between the material and spiritual concepts in life. To bring back that balance, you just need to release whatever is just overgrown. You've just overgrown whatever the situation you might have just overgrown. You might have just come up of, you just need to, release that grim, probably, you need to just broom and dust off those webs that you might have created in your mind, because Queen of Swords being here, you might have created that web in your mind because of your thoughts. You're too much into your mind, thinking a lot about your past. You might have been hurt. You might be feeling you might be thinking about that hurt. You might be thinking about what has happened to you in a very negative manner, probably, because that is adding heavy on your heart. So of course you might have been thinking a lot about whatever has happened, which is what you need to just broom off. Okay, broom off the unwanted thoughts. There's a lot there in your mind which you need to just release, because new things are unfolding for you. This is again a very strong message here. So yeah, all these 7 messages that you see here need to bring balance back into your life between the material and spiritual life. That can be attained only by releasing your past. You need to release your past, which is coming in 2 different messages, 3 different messages. So it is a very strong message in your life. You need to just brush off whatever waste thoughts you have on your mind. When I'm saying waste, they might not seem waste, of course, they are in your life, so they might not seem waste, but they're not serving any purpose, so they will enter into that waste category, right? You need to just brush them off, broom them off, take them out of your mind. You might have just created that spider web in your mind. That spider web is just eating you up. It's not helping you. You need to release the relationships, the people, the situations, the mindset which you might have overgrown. You realize it. You just need to acknowledge it and move ahead. You need to bring that power in you back. You just need to just take your power back from the situation. You might have just given your power away to the situation, to people, to scenarios, right? So yeah, so this is what I'm getting for you. And yes, there is a clear yes for whatever you might be thinking of. For some of you, I'm seeing that you might be planning to relocate, as I said. So just hold the course, because here staying focused is again a very prominent message. So just stay focused. Whatever you're doing, things will turn out. There is a new fresh venture that is unfolding for you. Might not be seeing at the moment, but you will see in just coming course, right? So thank you for tuning into Cosmic Mystics, and if you like the content, please, if you've not subscribed, do subscribe and press the bell icon so that you do not miss any update from us. And I'll see you in my next reading then. Bye for now. Hey, pile number 3. So here's the reading, and for your next 7 hours, 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months, or 7 years for some of you. The overview that I'm getting here is actually, I see you're very strong. You already are on your throne and you have acquired a lot in life. You are in a very good place at the moment, but at the same time you are a bit insecure about just losing your position. Somehow what I feel is that you need to release certain areas, certain things in your life. You need to trust your instinct. You need to trust in the divine. You need to follow. You need to just surrender. That's the word. You need to surrender, and when you surrender, things will move effortlessly for you, because I'm seeing a change there in your life coming up. Change showing here. This can be a transformational change for you. Like you might feel that it's up to you how you take it, because a change is always for bringing the best in us. And it's just that when we go through that transformation, we really feel uneasy a bit, and it can be in any which ways. It's like, as I said, there are two scenarios. In one scenario, a person can just panic about that change showing there, and still the change will be there, right? And in the other scenario, you can just count upon your learnings, count upon your blessings, have faith in God, have faith in divine, and just move forward effortlessly. If you really trust the instinct, I see that you are highly connected, and you have taken a lot of help with your connection with the divine also. You are a highly connected soul. You can just trust your instinct. Release any things that you might be holding on to. You might be just taking too many responsibilities on you. You might be just taking responsibility. For some of you, I'm getting like probably you're not that easy. In one scenario, I'm getting that maybe you're just not easy with the change that your children might be bringing in your life. Like, if they are growing up, I'm seeing for some of you, I'm seeing that your children might be just growing up, and you are just not being able to cope up with the change, because at the moment, until now, you've been on that throne and you've carried every responsibility very aptly. You have been taking care of all the responsibilities, all your duties. So now, of course, now you're going to, I'm seeing that you are entering or some of you might have already entered some place wherein things might seem unknown to you. Like moving ahead, things might not be that clear to you. But like it is said, to just believe in your instinct. Like if you are just if we talk about this card, it actually explains about your instinct. It explains about your connection with the divine. This card guides you to truly believe your instinct, truly believe your guidance, truly believe that God is there for you. If you will do that and just come up of any hurt feelings that you might be having from your own childhood, or probably you might just because maybe your children are growing up or they are turning into something different that you might have not expected. So that might be just giving you that feeling, maybe for some of you, that you getting nostalgic, or you getting that nostalgia about your own childhood, the way you used to be. And maybe you might have missed a lot many things in your life just to bring your family onto this position. And you might have just in your childhood, you might have had a rough childhood, probably for some of you. I'm getting this, and that might have been just because you have been so responsible and you've been taking care of everything so flawlessly. But then not flawlessly, but yes, you've been taking care of every duty of yours with so much of responsibility and dedication that actually sometimes you might have taken burden of responsibilities that are not meant for you, right? And yeah, see, this card is here to assure you that believe in magic, just trust in the divine, trust in the time that is showing ahead. Like, time is just moving ahead, and it is moving effortlessly towards the completion of whatever whatever time might be showing up, the kind of a bit rough phases and stuff. Everything is coming to a completion, which is what I'm seeing. Yeah, time is showing up. Yes, there is a change. As I said, I am seeing that you're completing some cycle. Some of you, as I said, might have attained an age wherein you have done your bit in this world. I mean, you have done your bit in bringing up your family in the best way you could, and it's like you've done your effort, you've done everything, and then it's kind of completion of a karmic cycle, probably for some of you. It's kind of completion of a full circle for some of you. And as I said, that there is a change showing up here. It might seem hard, it might hurt you a bit. You might be hurt, you might not be. If you are a strong believer in the divine, you are a strong believer in God, you just need to understand that whatever happens, it has a very strong reason we might or might not be aware of. Mostly human beings are not aware of what is showing up, like what is coming up in that way, like the like universe has channeled it for you. You might not be getting those messages clearly, but then understand that you are a connected soul. You just can be you can just trust your instincts, you can trust your inner feelings, your inner guidance. Just move ahead, do not stop, whatever it may be. This is a wolf showing up here. It is just climbing the mountain, and if you know about the wolves, it's like it's very they have a very strong instinct. Whatever, they might not be aware what is lying there ahead on their way, but the instinct is there, and their instinct is there with them to guide on that flight that they are taking. So yes, it might be unknown, the place that you're entering, it might be unknown. You might enter some unknown territory, but you can just trust your instinct, believe in magic. There are things that are assisting you. There is some completion showing up, wherein you just need to trust your instincts. Whatever is your life's purpose, like you're being guided, do not be afraid of any change here. Just work upon your life purpose without any delay. Time is now, okay? Without any delay, just work upon your life's purpose. Do not procrastinate or delay it anymore just because you are afraid of a change. Don't do that. Okay, if you'll tap into the time is now. You might see things are moving effortlessly. Yeah, here this card is here. I hope you can read it. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. So whatever the hurdles might be ahead, do not worry. You have that power. You can just overcome them with a flash of light, I guess, because this effortless card showing up here is whatever might be the blockages on the way. If you see this is a waterfall. There might be many rocks in the way. You will just make your way. You'll make your way. I'm getting this very strongly. You'll just make your way. So don't worry, just believe in your power. You are a powerful person. You have taken a lot in your life until now. You've seen a lot. You have, some of you, as I said, that might have had not that good childhood, like a rough childhood. You might have taken many responsibilities at a very young age. But that is all adding on to your, to the feathers in your cap. So don't worry. Yeah. So this, a cure for longing. Love is happiness, a spark inside. Live deliberately and choose boldly. Then you have arrived. Just do not procrastinate. Do not hesitate from taking that first step just because the territory is unknown. Do not worry. It might be a very transformational journey for you, yes, but then the cards showing up here, the way you are connected to the divine, as the guides are there for you. I'm seeing ancestors being with you. I'm seeing higher beings with you, higher beings being with you. I'm seeing your elders guiding you towards this path. You need not worry. Just claim your power and move ahead. Because time is now. Right? Do not delay. Some of you might be just not taking that first step towards your life's purpose. You might have this on your mind, but then you're not just taking that step. Understand that this is going to complete a karmic account somehow. This is giving you towards, this is showing a completion of a cycle in your life. Right? So yeah. These are the messages, very strong messages that I'm getting for you, pile number 3, for today. So if you like the content that we put here, and if you've not subscribed my channel and until now, please do consider subscribing and press the bell icon so that you do not miss any update that I post. And yeah, I'll see you in my next reading then. Bye-bye for now.